All right, here we go. This is, whoa, almost ate it. This is gonna be the beginning of my little nostalgia trip. I'm in my old town, Culver City, California, where I was raised. I haven't been out here since 1992. So I'm at Vets Park right now, my old stomping grounds when I was about 13 or so. Spent a lot of time here. Shout out to my best friends, Patrick Hikerd and Dante Golden. So I'm about to go skate through my old neighborhood, go skate through Studio Estates, where I used to live over there on my hermit board. And yeah, here we go. This is gonna be fun, all by myself. This is fun. And I'm gonna hit LA next. The jungle, so let's get going and see if I can not fall. Man, I've been done this in 25 years. Skateboarded through this town, so this is gonna be fun. Oh, there's a crosswalk here now? This is cool. All right, so we should take this little cut through here. And this was my friend Mike's house. And then this was my friend Smitty's house. We used to call him Smitty. He was his Lieutenant Smith. He was a lieutenant of the Culver City Police Department. Good friend of mine. First time I ever seen Joshua Tree or something. He took us camping. We were in the, sorry if I'm winded. We were in the Bad Kids program. So after school, we got to go with the lieutenant of the police department to the police department after school instead of the Boys and Girls Club. And then, so this is called Studio Estates, or it was anyway at that time. Don't let these houses fool you. I had the ugliest, shittiest house on the block. Actually in the neighborhood. And then my girlfriend at the time when I was around 13 lived in that house. Right there, straight down. Rest in peace, Jana Banks. She passed in a car accident when we were teenagers. All right, so when I was a kid, my friends and me would skate through here after school from the park, make my way down to my old house, which was on Oregon Avenue. So we're gonna hit that. Oh, here comes my old street, man. I wonder if anybody is still around who I used to know back in this day. Any of my old friends. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Oh, I'm winded. Now I can't believe I'm actually here doing this by myself. This is good. This is therapeutic. I needed this though. All right, so this was my old street that I left in 1992. The last time I've seen this street. Man, it looks different. Look at these trees. Beautiful street. And then the Sony studios behind us. This is where studios right there. It's where my mom used to work, the Sony studios, and we used to go walk straight down the street after school and go watch the taping of Family Matters with Urkel, Full House, Perfect Strangers, all that good stuff. So let's go down my street. Let me get on the sidewalk. Let's see what I see. All right, see if I can remember whose houses were whose. Oh, this is my friend Tony's house. If any of my old friends are watching this video, hit me up. Man, this is so crazy. I was a kid last time I was on this street. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go skate past my old high school too. I don't want to stay out too late because it's gonna get dark, and I want to go see my other. Okay, so this house right here, I forget the lady's name, but this was my first job ever, and it was to water that grass. And the lady who lived there, she was a witch. It's the first time I ever heard of manifestations. I remember one time she lost her cane or something, And she was telling me about how she was sending out vibrations to attract her cane back, and sure enough, it came back. And then, oh my God, here's my house. My house actually shows up on GTA 5 too. It's pretty cool. This is my house that I grew up in. Before we go there, this was my friend's, I don't remember whose house this is, I don't remember his name. First time I ever heard a little kid cuss. And then these people was my second job. I used to babysit these kids right here. I was young, I needed a babysitter myself. And then this is my old house. This was my bedroom window. Man, it looks nice. There's grass here. See, it didn't always look like this though. I used to ride my bike from here to school. So let's go see my school. All right, I've been skating. I'm halfway, I'm almost to my old school. Culver City Middle School, Culver City High School. In the city of Culver City, land of filmmaking, is where Chips and Gone with the Wind and everything else was filmed. Pretty much everything you've watched, TGIF, everything was here. I was a lot better on the skateboard back in the 90s too. Some things have changed. All right, we're approaching my old school. 1992 was the last year that I went here, or maybe 1991. So here's a Robert Frost Auditorium. This is where we did all our school programs and whatnot. Oh, we gotta go down that street too. Lots of memories on that street. Man, school looks a lot different now. Hello. So, Culver City High School, Centaurs. So, the school, the way it's set up, it's the high school and the middle school are all both connected. So, I was in band class and I would just walk over from the middle school over to the high school. I was an advanced drummer, so I got to have first period. Or I got to go to the high school for band, even though I was in junior high. Oh, this used to be a walkway. That wasn't there. Centaurs. And also, if you guys recognize the front of this school, for some of you older cats, this is called, this was Franklin High School. And some of you older cats might know it as the high school of Fred Savage, wherein they shot the Wonder Years. This is the school that the Wonder Years was shot, all the hall scenes, gym scenes, Fred Savage, and I forget the other people's names. But this is the school where it was filmed, and they would we had a sign right there, said Culver City Middle School, and they would cover that up with the Franklin High. And then they would use our band for their videos or for their TV, for the recordings. They used our hallways, so it was regular for us to come to school and the big production trucks be out front. We can't access certain halls, certain lockers because they were filming in them. That was normal for us going to this school. They were always filming something at our school, so it made it kind of exciting. And let's see, I want to see if I can peek in. And this is where my band class was. Oh, I want to go in there. I'm gonna see if I can get in there. So that was the entrance. That used to be a big just walkway. You could walk straight through the gate, kind of like this, right there. And funny story, first time I ever pooped my pants was right there. I had the goes, and I had to go, and I didn't make it all the way inside to the toilet, so I did it right there. And then I got to walk. I didn't have a skateboard at that time, but I got to walk all the way back to my house with that in my pants. So let's see if we can go in. Hope I don't get in trouble. Lunch area. different as an adult. Looks like a lot smaller. So I used to hang out in this section. I used to hang out right over here. Okay, so when they would film the Wonder Years and stuff, a lot of times we'd be out here just playing or whatever. I was a band geek, so I was always drumming on the wall with my drumsticks. My best friend Alfredo Ramirez at the time. And every once in a while we'd pop out, take a peek what they were doing over here. They would line the trucks up there or outside. Hope I'm not boring anybody. This is mainly for me. If you get a kick out of it, or if you went to the school, awesome, but this is mainly for me. So yeah, these are the seatings, the seats where we used to sit. All the cool kids. I wasn't that person. I was not the cool kid. I was over there somewhere. Our cafeteria, man. My friend Alfredo, he always had $1.75 for me every single day, because we didn't have much money as a kid. So he always had $1.75 for me to get lunch every day, and he bought me a chili cheese pretzel dog. That was our thing. Every single day. It got to the point to where I depended on it. Like, I knew that my lunch was gonna come from Alfredo, which I haven't been able to find. I've looked for him over decades. I've looked for him online. I can't find him anywhere. I'm guessing that he's a professional drummer, probably touring somewhere, because at 11, 12 years old, he was an amazing drummer. He was far, far beyond his age in talent, far beyond. As an adult, he's probably in his 40s now. Well, he is in his 40s now. I'm sure he's a touring drummer somewhere. I've probably seen him on TV a million times, didn't know, but he was an amazing drummer. He's actually the only drummer that I would say was better than me. No, I'm just playing. There were some really good drummers. Marco Lee, Brian Knox, who I still talk to. Still a buddy of mine on Facebook. A lot of success came from this school too, actually. A lot of these kids grew up and became celebrities, whether they're choreographers, actors. Let's see, RV Lowe. He went here, him and his crew, they were called the Steppers back then in the 90s. That's when house dancing was big. And they would do little gigs, and they would, just little dancings to get the whole school, popping around them while they were dancing to the music and stuff. They ended up blowing up here at school. They got discovered and they got shipped out to Hawaii to go do something. I don't remember what it was. I think a commercial. And then RV, he ended up landing a gig on the TV show Sister Sister. He played in, I think his first movie was The Newsies. That was out of this school. So when he left here, he left to go shoot The Newsies, which I believe is a Disney movie. Don't quote me. Okay, so now we're in the middle school. I don't remember any of this right here. I was always in that office. Man, I gotta look down these halls. How are you? Okay, so I never noticed this as a kid. I just noticed this now. Franklin Street and Elinda. I wonder if they called it Franklin High because of this street name, or if the street name was added because of the history of the school. So now we're coming up on my friend's house, which I'm gonna make sure she sees this. This was my friend Tracy Carr's house. This was, I'm zoomed in. This was my best friend's house, Tracy Carr, and the episode where Paul Arnold got shipped to military school or something, they lined the school bus right here in her front yard, and then we sat right there in the motorhome and watched them. They had all the cameras and everything set up on the grass and everything, and we got to watch them film the show from here. She was also a drummer. We were all band geeks together. I'm sure someone else lives here now, but this was her house. Lots of fun there. And then she had a cousin named Seth that lived over here somewhere. I don't remember Seth's last name, but he lived over here somewhere. And then the little community park. Small little park. Dog park. Alright, so this is where we had our teen dances after school. This is also where Big Boy from Power 106 This is where he, I think this was his first gig. He went by the name of Kirk. Big boy! Yeah, him. He went by the name of Kirk, and he was our DJ for our school dances. For our teen dances and whatnot, he was our DJ. First time I met him, I won the Macho Man contest, and he gave me 2 tickets to the Clippers game. I was far from macho, but he liked me, so it worked. This building, I forget what it's called, but this is part of the Veterans Park. And this is the first drumming gig I ever did. It would be in this room right there where that window is. That's the first drumming gig I did when I wasn't even a teenager yet. It wasn't really my gig. It was a wedding reception, and my aunt let me sit on the drums, or actually the drummer of the band let me play the drums, and I think I rocked it. I want to say I rocked it because I ended up making a living as a touring drummer as an adult, so I think I did something right. This little film thing, okay, so here's the studios. This is where everything's filmed. Everything you watch is right there. This was empty a lot, and we always wanted to ride our skateboards in there. I'm not sure how we would have done it, but we always wanted to ride our skateboards. We talked about it, but we never really actually did it. For the most part, it looks the same. I'm not sure what that building is over there. That wasn't there. Studio State. So we're back where we started. Let's check out the Teen Center. Sorry about the skateboard noise, you guys. I didn't bring a bicycle. I'm in a car, so I can't bring a bicycle or a motor scooter. And I ain't trying to walk, so. This is where we had our dances. This is the after-school place. This after-school center. This is called the Teen Center. And this is where all the kids will meet up afterwards. And they filmed Star Trek here. I would say every movie you watched pre-2000, every park scene you've seen is this park right here. I remember one time I came out here and there was a big crane in the middle of the field, and hanging from it was Spock from the TV show Star Trek, and he was hanging from a huge crane in the middle of the field. I'm not sure what they were filming. I want to say it was probably an episode of Star Trek, but. And then there used to be a big rocket over here, which is no longer here. Hello. Yeah, there used to be a big rocket that we used to climb to the top of. It looks like it's gone. This whole park looks different. It wasn't definitely like this. So, Charlie, show it if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So, this is where I grew up. Feels good to be back here. It's been about 30 years. Still looks the same for the most part. A lot of things have changed, but still looks the same. I want to say maybe 25 years. I'm terrible at math, so that could be, it could be a slight exaggeration on the time, but yeah, I want to say it's been at least 25 years. So anyway, that concludes my trip back to Culver City, and we're gonna end it and head out to LA, to the jungle where they filmed Training Day, and that's where I lived before here. So thanks for watching, y'all. DJ Onwar himself, aka Onwar's Tarot on YouTube. Alright, so I was gonna close the video, but I forgot. There still is another place that I want to visit, which is called Lakeside Village and Tara Hills, which I spent a lot of time riding my bike and skateboard through as a kid. So we're gonna skip Lakeside Village and we're gonna go to Tara Hills. So I'm gonna see if I can get in and go check it out in there. Big shout out to my homie Donzel, who used to live in here. Let's see if I can get in. They'll even let me in. All right, this car has been sitting here for a minute. I don't think they're gonna let me or him in, so I'm gonna go ahead and forget about this place for now. It's all right, it was cool just to be able to see this at least, but
Proceed to the route.
I wanna get to my next spot before I lose sunlight, because I wanna try to take the drone out on the next one. So, that's Tar Hills. And let's go to LA.